Welcome to 3 Questions in 3 Minutes, where we sit down with education leaders across the state to discuss the blueprint for Maryland's future. Today, we are joined by Leslie Seid-Margolis of Disability Rights Maryland. Leslie, thank you for being here today. Can you please tell us a bit about yourself and the work that Disability Rights Maryland does?
Thank you, Shamoya. I am a managing attorney at Disability Rights Maryland, where I've worked for many, many years. Disability Rights Maryland is what's known as the protection and advocacy agency for the state. Our mandate is to protect and advocate for the rights of people with disabilities, and education is a large part of the work that we do.
Fantastic. And can you talk to us a little bit about what was at stake in the blueprint for the populations that DRM serves?
Absolutely. So many years ago, when we were litigating Von G versus Mayor and City Council of Baltimore, which is our special education systemic reform case, we had a meeting with a representative of the State Department of Education who was at the time working for the then superintendent. And we were talking to him about the problems in special education and the need for immediate action. And his response was something along the lines of, there's always another group of third graders, which was one of the most callous things I think I have ever heard in my professional life. The idea that somebody was willing to write off an entire generation of third graders or fifth graders or seventh graders or any student for that matter was just really unconscionable. So I fight for public education because every third grader matters, and because students with disabilities are entitled under federal and state law to free appropriate public education, and they should be able to have that education in their neighborhood schools with their friends and get the services they need in those schools. And I fight for equity, which is what the blueprint what the blueprint stands for, because our clients and all students with disabilities should have access to those services they need, regardless of their color, regardless of their economic status, regardless of the language that their families speak at home, and regardless of their zip codes.
Yes, absolutely. And finally, what message do you have to the Maryland General Assembly regarding the blueprint?
I would say don't take the view that there's always going to be another group of third graders. There's an opportunity here to make a difference now and for the upcoming decade. The hard work is going to come in fulfilling the promise that's offered by the blueprint and engaging in the work to make it real. But there will be a lot of partners in that process. The first step, however, is being able to look at today's third graders in the eye and voting to override the governor's veto of the blueprint.
Thank you so much for that, Leslie. And thank you and all the staff at Disability Rights Maryland for the great work you're doing on behalf of students across the state.
Thank you, Shamoya.
And we will be back very soon with another 3 questions in 3 minutes. Until then.